Each year, the city's forestry experts prune our trees and remove the bad ones.
Sometimes, though, they find a surprise hidden in the trees. Producer Jenny Castor takes us on a maintenance operation buzzing with activity.
Got here this morning at about 6:30 before the sun was up, and I very carefully shoved that in there so that just in case they did wake up, they wouldn't be flying out and stinging us.
This silver maple in Deborah Zupancik's front yard is roughly 40 years old.
I had the best garden this last summer, and I think it's because of these guys.
The guys she's referring to, nearly 3,000 to 5,000 honeybees.
Right inside here.
For about 10 years now, there's a hole in the trunk of this tree. And there's been different creatures living there. Ultimately, the honeybees took over, and they've been there roughly 10 years now.
We're just going to set up here.
The tree is half dead, and it's infested with the bees.
It is carefully coming down one section at a time, and that means the bees have got to go.
It's very sad for me. I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss seeing them out there.
That's because she knows just how important they are for all of us.
1 out of 5 things that we eat come from bees. The pollination of all our foods and fruits come from the bees. Without the bees, we aren't going to survive.
They're the reason that we have the gardens and the produce.
And thanks to Deborah, today is now moving day for this hive.
It's exciting.
Determined to save the bees, she reached out to Aurora Forestry Inspector Erica Wirtz.
And I think that's what it came down to, is finding the right person. And I found that in Erica. She's been amazing.
It took me about 2 months probably to get everything lined up, and I'm really glad it all came together.
Erica not only found a bee expert to help, she assembled the A-team from Aurora's Forestry Division and Parks, Recreation, and Open Space Department. Together, they got the job done.
Luckily, it's as cold as it is, the bees won't get bothered by it.
3 hours later, not one bee in sight, as the special grappling truck got to work.
That went pretty well. It doesn't get much better than that.
Next, the bee expert stepped in. And finally, the bees, in their native home, are ready for their next adventure, a few miles north of Aurora.
And they're going to move to Berthoud, Colorado.
It's great that we could do something that the homeowner appreciates, and it's great for environmental reasons.
It's an Aurora mission accomplished.
The bees are going to get a new home, and I'm happy.
For Aurora News Weekly, I'm Jenny Castor.
And in the winter, they're dormant, so they didn't have to worry about the whole
buzzing around. And how great that they took such special care of them.
Yeah.
You know, they just didn't.
Not cheap, though. The cost of removing that hive, about $250.
Wow.
Want to learn more about the city's tree program, Tamara? You can visit auroragov.org and click on the City-Owned Trees tab on the Living Here page.